Hello there, and welcome to my very first Let's Play of Katawa Shoujo. You know, I probably said that wrong, but who cares, right? Who cares? From what I've heard, this is how do you call it again? A visual novel done by a bunch of guys from 4chan. At least according to its game manual, it is. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll provide you my commentary when I play. So, yeah, let's get it on, shall we? Nice backgrounds. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like a wooden wind chimes. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of idling. I breathe into my cup and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Just how long am I expected to wait out here? I'm sure that note said 4 o'clock p.m. Ah, yes. The note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I am more a fan of letters in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon frozen forests makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. Nice sound effect. Anyways, the rustling of sound dry underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Hey! Asao! You came here? A hesitating, barely audible voice. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart begin to skip a beat. It's a voice I'll listen to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. I turned to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart began to race. Whoa! Cutscene! Wanako! Like I don't telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it. I spent all night there trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result? Pathetic. Yes. I asked a friend to give you the note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense. I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried. Oh! Oh god. I think I went through a heart attack. My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim the girl for itself. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what? Cut transition scene. So, here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacacious noise is music to my ears. Iwanako flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. Whoa! My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried. Let's see, irregular heartbeats, the feeling you just had, the throat, tightening the throat. Dude, I think you're going through a stroke or something. You see, oh, I wanted to know, oh, if you'd go out with me. I stand there motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Yep, this guy's going through a stroke. Called it. Hi, I reached up to try to massage my throat, but this only sent spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Hi, Oh, oh. My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot up in terror. Oh, 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 oh. Hi, The breathing in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of big branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanako running towards me, all these fade to black. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. And now we fade to black, going to a scene which may evolve a hospital. Hey, I lived! And this would Foley Studio presents Katawa Shoujo, or Crippled Girls. Raita, apparently some kind of drawing some guy made from a dojo in. Yeah. Writing done by those guys. I think I'm gonna shut up now. Enjoy the scene. It's a game. So why do you have to be quiet? Well, that was a nice animation, wasn't it? Well, back to the main game, shall we? Or should I say, story. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Oh, it was a heart attack, not a stroke. Okay. I got it wrong. Whatever. What? What happened? Oh. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I left the hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with the situation. Arithima. Arithima. A strange word, a foreign, alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition, it causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently I had it for a long time, he said. It was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. Yeah, I guess so too. Anyways, carry on. It really do anything to cheer me up. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had two caramel hatches apiece. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything to them. It was all fresh. They even were willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because I discovered this condition, I had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from my treatment. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began to trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards of flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Those bastards! I was the popular kid, too! Maybe some were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanako was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We didn't have that much to talk about when she visited anyways. We didn't touch a subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. Bitch. Hospital. It's not really a place I like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them. But it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest, slowly changed its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen. Oh, ma, you got a scar. So I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left. Oh, sorry, that's I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope.